When I don't know where I'm going, I find it the most helpful to look back. Rome, mid-October. 6 friends out to dinner on a cobblestone street, and it's warm. One of those nights where laughter seeps in without trying, and all things are remembered as good.
Well, that you must do starting to reconstruct your inner balance. From now, you will start.
We stumbled across the tarot reader as it started to rain, and in the middle of her reading, she left to find a light for her cigarette. Needless to say, it was a memorable moment.
And in this way, you can...
On October 22nd, I turned 21. I also turned 19 in Rome, so it's a very special place for me. I lived with a host family here in my senior year of high school, and on this day, I walked into the city from the place they used to drop me. And it was a really beautiful thing to reminisce. We got lunch at a place on top of the Spanish Steps, a place I had been to before. And the waiter remembered me from 2 years prior, where I had sat and what I was doing. Sometimes the best continuity is to let life speak.
Today is Claire's 21st birthday. We are going to Jared Thomas. We just had dinner. Any words?
What is the greatest lesson you've learned while abroad? Style Iris.
Everything always works out, even if it takes you a roundabout way, especially when it comes to traveling.
What is your favorite dessert?
Tiramisu.
And what do you like to make the most? If you could cook any item, what do you like to make the most?
I make really good chocolate chip cookies.
What do you think is so magical about girls' trips?
There's a lot of love, and no one's afraid to say it.
Why do you write?
To find peace.
Why do you paint?
To express what is inexpressible in words.
Favorite song at the moment?
Her, the American Dom.
What makes you laugh the most?
Gwen.
Oh, shock, shorty.
Gwen.
What is your favorite building in the world?
My favorite building in the world? My room.
Body of water?
Pacific Ocean.
What moment did you feel like you went from a girl to a woman, if you feel like a woman yet?
The moment I felt most alone, but then realized I had myself.
What would you give advice to solo travelers?
Be kind and don't be afraid to say hi to people you don't know. You never know where one conversation will lead you.
Ciao! Ciao! Ask her a question.
If this chapter of your life had a title, what would it be?
To be continued. Can that work?
I got that.
We left Rome on a rainy day and traveled down to Puglia to spend a few days by the sea.
This time.
Guys, I had a really crazy dream last night.
What was your dream?
You can't use it in the video.
It's such a pretty book.
Oh, let me hear that back.
No, I got it. We can take a chance.
Wow.
Look at the cross.
There's something really magical about being in a car by the sea with the people you love most near. feels a lot like freedom.
That's what the plan is for us too. It scares me.
Oh, he's climbing up now. He's climbing up now. We'll see where it goes.
Don't give up over here. I never do that. It looks delicious, you guys.
Ayo. Oppa. Wait, no. I say cheers in Italian. Oppa. Sante. Salute.
Ayo.
Salute.
Wait.
Wait.
Can we do that?
Can we?
Oh.
Ayo. Aya.
The beautiful thing about this trip is that we could just about go anywhere. Each day we woke up and decided what to do, where to go, what we wanted to see. It didn't matter how far we would have to drive, we would just go. I think this day we might have spent at least 4 hours in the car, but we loved every passing minute of it. Stumbling across quiet towns or smaller cities. It just felt
You're
light.
such a happy mood. Is your gelato?
Yeah.
These are the first 3 steps of the ballet.
I'm gonna miss Italy live. Like you're gonna miss Italy. Just vacation, no worries. What's in my bag? We'll start with, I have my jewel, that has my name. I have these. I have a pair of socks, camera, book, Ritalin, 2 journals, a wallet, my loose BRP card, Thomas.
You can't have your BRP card floating around like that.
Just in case it's accessible. I have a whitening strip, Mario Badesca, deodorant. I have the sugar packet from that place we went to where you said the sugar packets were cute. Crystal that is for purity, good luck, and mental thought because I have really bad travel luck. And then just in case we go somewhere super fun, I have my fun earrings that my mama gave me so I could pop them in. In French, you swallow your R's, but in Italian, you let them go to the tip of your tongue. Like, allora. Hello, Claire. I think your host family chose a good spot.
Some of my friends from home were studying abroad in Florence, and so I stopped by to see them. A touch of nostalgia, a taste of the people who knew me then. It was just enough comfort to keep me going.
And it's in Italian.
Liv.
Liv and I went to Amsterdam and Copenhagen this past March. We were lucky enough to catch both cities as they were turning into spring. The first few days of sun that seemed to take everyone by surprise. There is a joy about that. A sense of returning back to life, of following the sun. And it affects everyone equally. And it was like Liv and I got to see each city come alive as we did,
My first ever
gently in the sun.
is from the kiosk Rembrandt Van Gogh in Amsterdam. And Claire's has a key pairing design on the bottom, which is very on theme. Thanks, Liv. And this pigeon really wants to be our friend, but we're being exclusive.
On this day, Liv and I went to the Louisiana Museum. We both study art history back at St. Andrews, and she's by far my favorite person to go to any museum with. But this one in particular was special. There was an untouched quality about it. It felt a bit like a sanctuary, being 45 minutes outside of the city. And it was quiet today, and it was just us, discovering something new with the comfort of each other. In April, I went on a solo trip to Lake Como. I'm such a big advocate for solo trips, of being around no one but yourself in an unfamiliar place. It teaches you a lot about who you are and who you're becoming. Discomfort is the easiest way to come into a sense of clarity about the parts of you you've yet to understand. And solo trips give you the space for that, to sit in discomfort and choose expansion over it, in seeing new things and discovering yourself within them. Lake Como took me by surprise. It was filled with nothing but peace. I was a bit lonely when I was there, but in a lot of ways I came back to myself. And I left with that stillness still inside of me.
There you had no idea, right?
None.
Alone I design, for I'm afraid of what I will discover inside.
All of these places gave something to me, both seen and unseen, but felt. And the beauty of discovering something differently, and knowing life in a new way.